Welcome back. Advances in technology are making great strides in easing the chronic back pain of millions of sufferers. And our next guest is one of the leading doctors using these high-tech treatments. Dr. Baron Johnson from Freestone Chiropractic is here to tell us more. Welcome, Dr. Johnson.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about the clinic. Give us an overview of your clinic.
Well, we're a chiropractic clinic, and I'm a chiropractor. I've been for quite a while now. I'm a chiropractor who believes in embracing technology. We try to bring kind of the latest and greatest. We do spinal decompression at our office, among several other forms of more high-tech therapy.
Now, let's talk about the location. Where are you?
We're located in Hopkins, right down, kind of on Main Street, right down in the downtown area.
Yeah, which is an easy place to get to, a great place to get to.
It sure
and
is.
Your clinic in general serves a variety of different back problems and...
Yeah, absolutely. Now, decompression, which is kind of what we're here to talk about, doesn't treat every type of a back problem. It's very specific to the types of problems it treats. Number one is disc compression, where the discs or the pads between the vertebrae compress. Secondarily, disc bulging or protrusion, herniation is another name for that. It treats very effectively, as well as a third problem called facet syndrome. It's extremely effective for patients who qualify for that form of care.
And who is the best candidate? Someone who has suffered for a long time or is in really acute pain, or?
Well, you know, obviously this is not for somebody who's got minor problems. This is pretty severe type of case. You know, so like I said, the disc herniations, protrusions, things like that. Typically people know that they have these things. They've seen a lot of other doctors and healthcare providers for that.
Yeah. Now, you have something called the DRX9000. What does that look like? Tell us about that.
Well, it's a relatively large, somewhat intimidating machine. I think a lot of people are a little taken aback at first, but it's actually very comfortable. I think there's an image on the screen right now. And people lay on their back, and it creates a negative pressure within the disc to help actually heal the disc. It works very well.
What's it feel like when people are getting this treatment?
You know, for most people it's very comfortable. In fact, it's not uncommon that we have people fall asleep and we've had people snore. You know, the good thing about it is really neat is some people will actually start to see some improvement within just a couple treatments, and others it may take several weeks, but we know they're starting to feel better when they tell us they're taking less medication or getting more active, or when they start asking us if they can go out and start golfing again or something like that.
Right, right. Now, what are you really trying to achieve for your patient? Obviously, you want them to feel better.
Well, you know, there's a couple goals really in care for the patient. Most of these people they've kind of had their lives taken away from them by their back problem. They're unable to put their socks or shoes on, get dressed on their own, go out and mow their yard, do the yard work, or hobbies, golf, other sorts of activities. So we want to be able to see them get their activity level back up to normal. We want them to get their lives back. But secondarily, and really more important in the long run, is we want to address the issue that's causing the problem. In other words, we want to treat the problem. We want to help that disc problem be resolved so that they can move forward and not have continued ongoing difficulties in the future.
So how does it actually repair the disc?
Well, the theory behind how decompression works is really fairly simple. It creates a very strong negative pressure, or if you will, a sucking pressure inside of the disc, and that tends to pull the herniated or protruding material back in. It also increases the hydration level or the fluid level of the disc, which is important, which carries oxygen and nutrients back to the disc. And the image on the screen right now is showing that. And that oxygen and nutrients helps that disc material to heal more properly, once again, for more of a long-term approach to care.
You were talking about people actually falling asleep during this process. So does it feel a little like almost a massaging technique when it's moving?
You know, really more what it feels is like more of a pulling sensation is what people get. Very rarely is there any pain or discomfort, but it's not really a massage either. It's more of a pulling sensation.
But obviously very gentle in the movement.
Yes, very much so. It's very gradual, very gradual.
Because if you suffer from chronic back pain, it's very tender and uncomfortable, and you want to make sure that it's not going to be uncomfortable getting the treatment. So this sounds kind of good. All right. What should people do if they're interested in finding out more about this?
Well, for people who have very severe back problems, what we want to see is that they can call our office. And they call us directly. I think the numbers
we'll
on the
give them the
screen.
info,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. But that's really for the severe case. We want to see people who have severe cases, who are ready and motivated to do something to move forward and get their life back.
Right.
For people who are just looking for some more information, you know, they can go, I think there's a link on the website
Yes.
that will direct them to a landing page where they can leave their name and address, and we can send out more information.
Right. And thank you so much for that, because I'm going to tell people about that, and I'm also going to emphasize that you're giving away 12 free consultations, but
Absolutely.
these free consultations are for people who really are in chronic pain, severe pain, right?
Correct. Yes, absolutely. If they're not, you know, please just call and get the information. If you really
Okay.
need help, then call us.
Okay, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Freestone Chiropractic is located in Hopkins. They are offering 12 Showcase Minnesota viewers a free initial consultation. Give them a call now at 952-943-2584. And if you're not ready to act but just looking for some more information, go online to showcaseminnesota.com, where we've created a direct link.